This is 5 on your side at 4. Focused on you.
Off the top at 4, new concerns over a St. Louis apartment complex that forced all of its residents out earlier this year. Many of them were senior citizens. Thank you for joining us. I'm Brent Solomon. Kate Quinn is on assignment. You may recall a major pipe burst at the Heritage House Apartments back in January. Now people in that area say the building is becoming an eyesore. 5 on your side's Paula Vassan spent the day looking into those concerns. Paula, I can only imagine folks are really talking about this. What are you seeing?
Well, there's overgrown grass, windows are boarded up, and there's actually water dripping down the side of this building. People who live around here call this an eyesore, and they want answers. From former tenants to people just waiting for the bus, people are not happy about this building. In January, the Heritage House, a place originally intended for former teachers, closed suddenly when the pipes burst. About 180 residents were suddenly forced out with nowhere to go. We reached out to real estate company the Sanson Group, which managed the property when residents were forced out. Despite multiple attempts, we have yet to receive a response. For now, residents and people in the area want this place fixed up.
It's a crying shame that it has to be like this, and there should be a penalty for allowing buildings to just not be rehabbed within a certain period of time.
And crews have actually recently gotten here to clean up the area. A city official tells us they're working with the owner to eventually reopen the building. No word yet on a timeline. Paula Vassan, 5 on your side.
All right, Paula, thanks for that update. Police in St. Louis are now investigating a shooting near a Schnucks. Officers showed up to that store on Gravois last night. They found a man shot in the arm. He is expected to survive. We're told it all started when an argument happened between a group of men, and then one of them pulled a gun. An update on the argument that led to a shooting at a Soulard bar. This man is now facing charges. Court documents show Anthony Cadillo shot the owner of Molly's Bar late Wednesday night. Police say a fight broke out inside of the bar when 2 people were kicked out for allegedly stealing a watch and a cell phone. They say Cadillo returned with a gun and then opened fire, hurting the owner when he shot him in the leg. He is expected to be okay. An Illinois congressman is the latest Democrat to call for President Biden to drop his bid for re-election. Representative Eric Sorensen of Chicago issued that statement overnight, hours after the president's press conference, where he defended his mental state. As NBC's Alice Barr reports, the calls for the president to drop out of the race are now growing.
President Biden hitting the campaign trail in battleground Michigan today as he fights for his political life.
I'm not in this for my legacy. I'm in this to complete the job I started.
Allies point to a president in command of the issues during last night's nearly hour-long press conference, but there was a notable gaffe.
I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president.
When former President Trump mocked him online, the president fired back that he knows the difference. One's a prosecutor, the other's a felon. But it followed a similar flub just hours earlier during the NATO summit. And with questions over his age and fitness surging post-debate, any slip takes on outsized significance. A few more Democratic lawmakers called on President Biden to drop out of the race right after the press conference, and the top Democrat in the House spoke with the president at the White House, amid fears not just the presidency, but the House and Senate are at risk if Mr. Biden can't drum up enough enthusiasm, with even some supportive voters.
I love that man.
Deeply worried.
I think it's time for him to step down.
Get us a candidate that is ready for this right now and for many years in the future.
One of President Biden's closest allies, Congressman Jim Clyburn, standing by him on NBC's Today Show.
The conversation should focus on the record of this administration, on the alternative to his election, and let Joe Biden continue to make his own decisions about it.
Appearing to leave the door open to a different decision before the Democratic National Convention next month. Democratic lawmakers are back in their home districts speaking with constituents. They've been hoping to get a handle on this situation before the Republican National Convention kicks off next week. And that's when former President Trump is indicating he may announce his pick for running mate. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Well, we're also following the race for governor in Missouri. We're about a month away from the primary. This Sunday, the Democratic candidates Mike Hamra and Crystal Quade will make their case in a debate on a special edition of The Record. Our political editor Mark Maxwell is one of the moderators. You can watch the Democratic gubernatorial debate Sunday night at 11 o'clock on 5 on Your Side and on 5+. Well, conditions are hot and sunny right now, and there's a chance for a pop-up storm. It's all part of the summertime pattern we're seeing. And Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell is going to give us an update. He's live at the Jersey County Fair for us.
Well, you know, Brent,
it's Friday, I was going to say.
yeah, and we've already had a pop-up storm right over St. Louis, but not here up in Jersey County. So far, all is quiet. We found the goats, though. Nolan's Exotic Petting Zoo is here. You want a carrot? Are we interested? Come over here for the camera. You got to get, okay, there you go. Oh, we dropped one. Lots of babies in there, too. It's just not the goats. We all know about goats, right? We've got goats. But then you look back over there, and there's actually a camel back there. So you can really get into some exotic animals here at the Jersey County Fair for sure. Let's show you what's going on weather-wise here. We look out into St. Charles. We're pretty quiet right now around the St. Louis area with the exception of that one cell that popped up right over downtown St. Louis. Most of it's been to our south through the course of the day. There's that one cell. It's already dying off now as it crosses and kind of lingers right along the Mississippi River here just north of downtown. And then you look farther south. That's where the more organized, if you will, scattered storms have been. That's where your best chance is for the next few days or for the next few hours anyway. But really, the focus isn't so much on the rain as it is the heat and humidity. The spot rain chances will last into tomorrow. Otherwise, it is mainly dry for us around St. Louis, but that heat starts building in this weekend. Sure, it's hot now, but it gets even hotter as we head towards Sunday and especially Monday. We'll talk more about that heat coming up in just a little bit. There you go, dude. All right, we like, oh, crunch. Fresh carrots, they got a crunch, Brent.
Keep those carrots handy, Scott, thank you. AT&T customers on alert today. The shocking update on a company-wide breach. Find out who may be at risk. And Alec Baldwin's manslaughter trial is now on hold. The one issue that could get the entire case thrown out.